Hello everyone. If you want to work with APIs, AI models or real-world data, you must know dictionaries and JSON. Today I will show you how Python stores data exactly the way modern application uses it, and you will understand everything in just a few minutes. So come, let's get started. So first thing, what is a dictionary? Dictionary stores data as a key value paths similar to JSON object. If you consider this example, I've opened up the worksheet. So I have a variable called student and I have a key and a value, and that's called key value path. And it has many key value paths here. One thing that you need to know is a key and a value. A value can be of any type. It's a string, number, array of string, a boolean. Not like how C# stores. It's always a different types of value can be present in a dictionary. Now, how do you access that? You can access student and then you can open the square bracket and then you can say the key. If that key is present, it's going to display it. And here in this case, the key is present at the same time because the value is array. We are using an array notation here. So here in this case, Azure is what it will print. We will take a look. Now next is how do you add, update and remove values. If you look at this, if I specify a key and then make a value assignment, if the key is present, it will update. If the key is not present, this will itself it's going to be a new one, so it's going to add it. In this case, the key is present, it will update. And how do you remove it? You can remove using .pop. The key which is active will be removed. Next is looping through the dictionary. If you look at this, we have this dictionary, and then if I say dictionary dot items, okay, it's going to go over every single dictionary items, and then we are making a key and a value into their respective variables. So key will have the key name, value will have its value. So we're going to print every single key value path in this way. Next is nested dictionary example. You see this is a dictionary, it's a key and a value. In this case, value itself, it's a dictionary because it itself has a key value path. That's called nested dictionary. How do you access it? Access using the key followed by the key inside the dictionary, in this case a role. So the output will be user because we are accessing this key. Next interesting part is the JSON. So JSON with Python is very easy. We just need to import the JSON. Once you import, we have a new variable where we say json.dump. We are giving the dictionary and then we say indent is equal to 14. And we say indent is equal to 4. So basically it's called indentation. You see this? 1, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. So when it dumps, it will have an indentation of 4 spaces. That's what it called. Okay. The next one is we will convert the JSON string to dictionary. So this is how a JSON string will be there, right? Generally, and we take this kind of a JSON, okay, and then we put it into dictionary. How do we do it? Using json.load, and then you pass this JSON, it becomes a dictionary because it's a key and a value, a key value path. And then if you try to print a value of a key, which is this, it will print nj. So the next thing is we are going to read the JSON. So if you look at this, this is the sample JSON, okay. So whereas the sample JSON is present, if you scroll over it, okay, we have data.json. So I'm going to click on it, and this is what it is there, right? So that's what I just mentioned it here. So it's basically over there. So you know where it is now. Now this JSON, we're going to read it. We are saying import JSON. We're saying, hey, open the file which is here in a read mode as a file, and then use that object as the reference to load it into JSON, and then the data will become the data variable will have this content whichever is there in the JSON. And then if you print this, you can print the particular value because the JSON is in the key value pair concept, right? Okay, so when I go over the demo, I'll show you something interesting. Okay, now next is, so the next part is writing. So if you want to write, again same thing, you have JSON. We are opening the JSON file with the write mode, and then we are dumping the JSON and the file object, and then with an indentation of 4. So I'm going to go here and delete this, so you will know exactly what is happening. You see there's no person.json here. So two things we can do, right? We can either debug this like this, or we can run this file. But I'm going to first run this file and show you an error that will happen, and then I'll show you how to fix this. Okay, so in order to run this, what do we do? We will go inside the folder where the Python file is present. You see this? Inside this folder only the Python file is present. So after this, if I run this, everything actually executed. In fact, if you look at this, everything is executed, right? Okay, there's no error. Okay, but actually what will happen is, if you try to debug this, I put a breakpoint here. If I go here and then say debug, it started to debug. It's going to come. Okay, now F10, you can see the values are printed here. As we progress, we will see values are coming up here. See, it's adding, it's updating, removing, it's printing. Value changed. See, 31. This active went off. Similarly, we're going over the items, it's printing here. You can see that, right? And then all of these things will work the way it was explained. But here is the important thing. See, when the application is running in the debug mode, okay, if everything is correct, this will load. See, this is all working. Okay, in case if there is something wrong, see, it's gonna throw something. So it's gonna open this, it's throwing error. Basically, this, if you find this kind of error, what it means is the application that you're trying to debug is not in the right working directory. So for that, it is wrong. Okay, so how do we solve this problem, right? This is nothing, you're not in the working directory, and then that's trying to launch and trying to find a data folder, data.json, it's not there. That's the reason. So what we do is we stop this. Instead of this kind of a code, what I'm going to do is I'm going to comment this out, or I would even delete this, and then I'm going to uncomment a piece of code, and I'll explain you what it is. Okay, so instead of directly relying on the path, what we do is, for reading, we import the JSON, we import the path, and there's inside the path there's something called path library. Okay, so all what we do is we try to find out the current path. After that, we go and tell that, hey, the file is under data, and under the data there's a data.json. Once it formats the right path, it will try to read and it will load. So I'm gonna put a breakpoint here and then run it, so you will eventually see what's happening. I'm gonna do a F5. We came here. I'm gonna debug this. See, the path is here. The path is exactly where, under this is the folder. Under that folder, this path is formatted, and you can see the path is here. You see this? Now under this, we have a data file. Because it is correct, it is able to load. And then similarly for write also, we are saying format this path and write it there. Just make a note of here, it's making, and you see this, the new file came. All right, so that's it, guys. So this video is part of Python beginners video. This is video 7, and there's one more video to wrap up the beginners video, and stay tuned. And if you like this video, to subscribe to my channel, give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more tech tutorials. And don't forget to hit the bell icon to get notified when we post new videos. If you have any questions or suggestions, leave them in the comments below. Happy coding!